Hello friends, I am Dr. Amit Gangwal, Associate Professor at SVKM's Institute of Pharmacy, Dhule. In this video, we will talk about what type of changes or what type of things are being controlled, managed or driven by artificial intelligence in general and in pharmaceutical sciences. We will take a glimpse of what AI is doing to disrupt the world. So in this title image, you are seeing a beautifully drawn image which is indicating how artificial neuron network work. That is artificial neural network or simply neural network. So this is the functional unit of deep learning. Deep learning is a type of machine learning which is a subtype of AI, that is artificial intelligence. So we will talk about this image later on in this course. For this moment, just remember, you are showing picture of cats or dogs to the deep learning model, and based on the training and features from those images in terms of pixel, it is showing the output. Okay, this is the image of cat or dog, whatever. So now, on an average, world is generating 2.2 exabytes or 2.2 billion gigabytes of data per day. So now, because of smart technologies, everything is easy to generate data. You can generate data more easily, and with somewhat difficulty you can store data also through remote servers and other techniques. But it is very difficult from a human intelligence point of view to analyze those huge amount of data, and after analyzing, to find hidden pattern, or even if patterns are very explicitly visible to humans, but how to use those pattern, those correlation, those data for something fruitful. Here fruitful means to find solutions of new problems or old problems, how to increase profit, how to increase sale, how to make the life of humans easier, how to make drug for various type of disorders which may be either novel, I mean rare, or orphan diseases or regular diseases. So there can be lot many uses of those data if we have some human which is very intelligent, which is difficult because there can be intelligent people, but the intelligence which is required to analyze those data for betterment of humanity in general is difficult. Here comes the role of artificial intelligence, the subpart of which is machine learning, and the subpart of machine learning is deep learning. So we will see all these definitions, their types, their examples, applications in pharma world and in general world in subsequent videos and in due course of time in this video. Gradually we will move to more difficult topics. So although for last few years or in last one decade, AI has becoming a catchword or a fancy word, it is talk of the town. But let me tell you, this word came into existence in 1956, that is late 50s, when a group of experts from diverse backgrounds decided to organize a summer research project on AI, that is artificial intelligence. And these avant-garde visionary people are John McCarthy, the leader in this group from Dartmouth College, then Marvin Minsky from Harvard University, and from International Business Machine, that is IBM, Nandiel Rochester, and Claude Shannon from Bell Telephone Laboratories. Here, let me tell you one more thing. The definition of machine learning was given by one intelligent scientist who was working in IBM. We will talk about those definition and the name of scientists in subsequent videos. So the other day I was doing something on a website, and the moment I searched something on the website, on the right bottom a pop-up came, a window immediately popped up, and the window asked, got any question? I'm happy to help you. Before we get started, what's your name? So you see here it is asking what's your name. I don't know, he or she might be there. Then I asked the question, what is the use of this medicine? Actually I was searching some medicine on website, e-pharmacy or online pharmacy. So before replying to my question, they again asked me, thanks, What is the use of this medicine? Can I get your email address? So the person on the other side was more interested in getting my information, so that they will have huge amount of data for their business purposes or so and so. So then again I told you, I typed in the same pop-up window, can we use this medicine for tooth pain? They again asked me, this this doesn't look like an email address. Could you try entering it again? Then again I asked, why you need my email? What they replied, this doesn't sound like an email address. Could you try entering it again? So what do you think? Immediately they were answering in their own terms. They were not answering. They were more interested in getting my details. So who was there on the other side? There was some chatbot, that is chatting plus robot. So the fusion word is chatbot. There is no human sitting there for you exclusively. There are chatbots who have been trained to do conversation or to do interaction with the potential customers or buyers, or simply the visitors on the website. They will become potential buyer or the user or the consumer after some conversation. So how easy it is, those type of machine learning models or chatbots, through what we call it, natural language processing. An important application of AI is natural language processing. How machines are trained to do conversation from humans, or how humans do conversation, that is learning for AI. So here chatbots was trained to ask fixed questions, and based on the questions given by the user and finding some keywords in those questions, it will respond to your answer. But it knows what is typed by you. So it could easily identify the question or the answer typed by you doesn't have the symbol of @ or .com or Gmail or so and so. Immediately it identified, okay, this is not the email address. First give me the email address, so then I will talk to you. This is one of the applications of AI belonging to robotics or chatbot category. So now it is easier for you to understand how easier examples are there in our life, which are basically the applications or uses of AI. So what experts have to say about disruptive innovation? Hugely respected people are there. Stephen Hawking, who is no more, a world famous big four company, PwC, Price Watercoopers, the CEO of Google, Sundar Pichai, then the head Hanko, I mean the in charge at SoftBank, Masayoshi Son, and world famous company Accenture. What they are telling about AI. For example, what the analysis by PwC is, by 2030 the global GDP could rise by 14% as a result of AI enabled activities, that is equal to 15.7 trillion. Similarly, Sundar Pichai, AI will be more transformative to humanity than electricity. See the comments and the visionaries' opinions on this technology. A famous investor, billionaire investor, basically in AI startups and AI technology. He's actually patron or custodian or supporter of AI. What he says, learn AI or become a dinosaur. The name is Mark Cuban. You will be obsolete. You will be extinct if you don't learn AI. So upskilling and reskilling is more important in present days compared to core degrees. Core degrees will get you entry in industries, but to survive you should learn new skills every now and then. Not once in a year. You have to learn the new skills every now and then. So upskilling and reskilling yourself is more important than surviving solely on your single degree earned by you in a college. So as I told you, the feedback, I mean the comment or the visionary statement from the Sundar Pichai, the CEO of Alphabet, the parent company of Google. So see, everywhere there is robots, there is technologies. So robots cannot take away your job. We keep talking about robots will take our job, AI will take the job, AI will create new jobs. So apart from that, on a lighter note, what this famous intelligent cartoon from the House of Times of India, which has been designed by two intelligent employee or the persons in Times of India. Sunil Agrawal and Ajit Ninan. Robots cannot take away your job, Khanna. No one knows what you do. As simple as that to understand. Famous infographics from world famous pioneer company in silico medicine, which is using AI driven technologies for discovering drugs receptors and for making clinical trial easier and smarter. What they have to say: usually drug discovery is termed as looking or searching a needle in a haystack, very difficult task. But what the scientists or this company says, generate perfect needle. Because of advent of AI, by leveraging AI or machine learning or deep learning, you can generate your own perfect needles or customized one which you want. Why to search? So AI will generate directly various promising leads. See the difference. Very huge difference is there. See difference is there. So drug discovery will be everyone's cup of tea, because you have to arrange lot many components in a proper manner to make a drug like candidate, a drug, so that the drug can see the light of the day. So there is one game on Play Store. You have to assemble, you have to connect those individual components in a proper manner, so that you will get the proper shape and you will win the competition. You will win, you have done the proper job. Similarly, in AI, you have to arrange various data from preclinical studies, data from clinical trial, resources, pre-formulation study, formulation study, then data from patent repositories, patent from review, data from review article, data from research article. So huge amount of data are there. You have to continuously study them and find some pattern in that to make a perfect drug like molecule. Now there comes the question, what are the common examples of AI surrounding us? So suppose you are purchasing a shirt on Amazon and it is of white color. So next time probably Amazon or Flipkart or other e-commerce website, or simply whatever website you are searching, there are chances that they will show you more and more white shirts of similar pattern, because they are analyzing your browsing history, your browsing pattern, your history of purchasing and whatnot. So the moment you search something on the website, your data is being taken by those websites. So you might have seen, suppose you are shopping some medicine from a online pharmacy, for example 1mg.com, which is now tata1mg.com. So suppose you are searching Lantus, which is a famous injection, insulin injection, from famous company Sanofi. So the moment you search Lantus, immediately it will show you some products which are related to same company or same disorder or same type of medicament. So for example, when I was trying this injection, immediately it showed me a syringe that is called insulin syringe. So obviously there is use of association rule type of machine learning. What type of products are associated? They do the study, they do analysis of various type of patients who have purchased Lantus in past. So based on the purchasing habits of huge clusters of patients, or the buyers or the consumers, they are suggesting you various customized advertisement. This is example of machine learning. Then the best example is autonomous car, driverless car or self-driving car. It is again using deep learning type of system. Then leave application. Suppose when you write some application to your immediate boss or your employer, sir, I am ill, so I will not be able to attend the office. So the moment you write the ill, I want the leave, I won't attend. So based on these keywords, Google, Gmail suggests few ready to use reply option for your boss, and the options might be okay, permitted, get well soon, no issue, granted, so and so. What is this? This is the learning from machine learning based on natural language processing. The machine learning or deep learning model understands what has been written by the applicant, or based on the earlier response given by the boss. Lot of data is used for training the model for auto reply suggestion. Ads on various websites based on your browsing history, as I told in case of Amazon.com or any other e-commerce website, which is now normal pattern. Similarly, recommendations of movie based on your choices, so Netflix or Amazon Prime or other streaming platform, OTT platform. They show you various options to watch movie or something else based on your earlier interest or liking or inclination, or based on other people who are also watching similar genre of movie. Suppose the genre liked by you is a romantic movie, comedy movie, mixed type of movie, horror movie, action thriller, sci-fi movie, or whatever. So based on those type of analysis in cluster, so for example machine learning will make a cluster ki, okay, so and so customer are watching this type of movie and their choices are like this. So based on those choice analysis in earlier history, they suggest you movie. Or similarly for similarly the playlist on YouTube also. So finding use from helping people with disabilities to facilitating businesses with decision making and dynamic pricing, to identify skin cancer, to sorting vegetables. So lot many applications are there. So here what is the meaning of sorting vegetables? For example, there is one warehouse and on a roller, on an assembly line, on a conveyor belt, there is passing of various tomatoes or potatoes or bananas. So there are high definition cameras and sensors through through what we call it IoT, Internet of Things. So immediately when some wrong or some rotten or unwanted tomato passes on the conveyor, immediately a sound will be alerted through camera and immediately the conveyor will stop, so that the human experts or the attendant or the observer will remove those rotten, unwanted, disqualified tomato immediately from the conveyor. So this is the application of machine learning. This is called computer vision. Computer analysis is being done through cameras. So you see what are the applications of this, what is the applications of AI. So here this is the example of some picture. So through deep learning you can give different type of color to the picture. You see black color, then green, then again different color. Similarly, this is the input, this is your data, an image with some highlight or flash image is there. This is the flash of the camera, for example. So through this is input, and you will show or you will feed your data to this deep learning model. This is deep learning model of type autoencoder, encoder and decoder. So this, after you process this into this, it will give you this type of image, right? Now this is the recommendation. Hum aapke hai kaun, Piku, Pihu, Queen. So based on your liking of the movie, it will suggest you what type of movie you may watch next time. So you will get customized, highly filtered, highly personalized type of recommendations on various platforms. Similarly, Grammarly. Grammarly is now becoming famous for corrections or various language related editings on this. So how it does? How the Grammarly knows what type of word you are looking for, or what is the best possible word in your sentence after particular words or combination. How it decides it will be a verb or subject. How it decides that after the verb there will be s or es. For example, John eats mango. So why there is EATS? Because it knows the relation. Ram is the singular, present tense, there will be SES in the verb. So this type of pattern, this type of system is called natural language processing, the way human does. And here comes the role of recurrent neural network, RNN, which is designed for sequential data analysis. So right now we are seeing various examples of deep learning. Similarly, this is the example of driverless car. Then Google Map, all this work on AI. It shows you traffic, particular area, how they see the traffic based on various sensor images and other feedback by the users. They collect huge amount of data in real time and they give you ready to use highly filtered information. Then similarly, this is the example I told you. You will give image to the deep learning model and model will give you output in terms of good image. And same examples can be given here in case of chemistry or drug discovery. So this is a space called latent space from autoencoder. The same pattern is there. So this latent space will give you different types of molecules which are almost similar to each other, but they have different biological activity. How it is giving? First you have trained the machine learning model through hundreds of thousands of drug like molecule. after analyzing the pattern in the structures, it will give you more similar structure. This is called generative type of deep learning models for generating some pictures, for generating some images, for generating some molecule also. Another beautiful example is personal assistant devices, that is Siri by Apple, Cortana by Microsoft, Alexa, a famous one by Amazon, Assistant by Google, and Metaverse by Facebook. So these all are the examples or applications of machine learning or deep learning. And I think almost we all are aware of this example. There is no new example. Yes, the recent one will be driverless car. Until it becomes part of routine, it is difficult to answer the success. But yes, coming era will be of driverless car only, because they are much better than human drivers. So as I told you, the applications of AI in driverless vehicle: Google Translate, Grammarly, personal assistant, Google Maps. If you talk about applications of machine learning, Amazon or other e-commerce recommendation, fraud detection, social media image recognition, tagging of the images, deep learning, predicting earthquake, adding sound to silent videos, adding color to colorless images, Netflix recommendation. So these all are the recommendations of the machine learning or AI. So these are various examples of the area of AI. Natural language processing, computer vision, as I told you, tomato identification, identification of anomaly in the assembly line through high definition cameras or IoT, that is Internet of Things. Then personalized advertisement, then games and robotics. These are the examples of AI or areas or genres of AI. We all know now machines are able to defeat the most intelligent chess player also. Machines have defeated Go player also. Go is a type of game given by some country years ago, and Google's AlphaGo is a program in terms of AI by Google. This algorithm have defeated the Go player. Similarly, the same company, that is DeepMind. DeepMind is a company of Alphabet which is involved in AI type of application. So recently, DeepMind has designed a machine learning program to identify the protein structures, how proteins will fold or unfold. That is called the AlphaFold type of algorithm by DeepMind company under Alphabet. This is how machine learning models are trained. So for example, you have some data. This is your input data, and these are the meaning or the output or the label of the data. So for example, if this is the input, it will be called hexagon. This is the input, it will be called square. These are the inputs, it is called triangle. Means you have input data and you have label also, that is output or dependent variable or result or label or y. So it is x, and this is y. So machine learning will find some relationship between x and y. Okay, if there are 6 arms, there are 6 sides, it will be called hexagon. Okay, if there are 3 sides connected to each other, there are 3 edges, they will be called triangle. So machine is finding some mapping function, and after the mapping it will give the result. Okay, this is called a machine learning training. So once your model learn to give proper result, proper y value, then next time you will test the model after training the model. So okay, now you are showing unknown data of similar type. Okay, so it will tell, okay, it is square, it is triangle. So it will give result 1 for square, for example. If it is 0, means it is not the square. So this type of classification is done by classifier type of machine learning model. This is how in short I am explaining you how machines learn, and it is called machine learning model training and testing and deployment. So these are the websites from where I have used earlier images and this particular image. So if you are frequent social media user, you must be aware that techniques, what type of techniques are being used by social media giants to recommend you friends or to give you tags on your photo or photo of friends. Before some year, you have to do it manually. You have to tag your friends in your image. But nowadays, because of deep learning and networking type of graphical models, various social media sites are giving you ready to use text and friends recommendation based on your common connections and your comments and your entire networking on the Facebook. So AI provides a innovative technology to handle complex data, which is beyond the comprehension of normal human being. AI automates redundant jobs, allowing a worker to focus on the high level value added task. When AI is implemented in a planned manner, it has the potential to decrease cost and shoot revenue tremendously. So we talk about robots. Robots never go on strike. They don't demand pay hikes. They don't want green tea. They don't demand canteen break and so on. So definitely driverless car or whenever there is logistic or warehousing management, robots have no challenge. They are second to none. There might be some issues because it is now in embryonic stage, still in infancy. Some hiccups might be there, but definitely the era will be of robots only because of simple the reasons I have mentioned here. So AI is being employed in the area where we have to reduce or avoid the repetitive tasks by the human. For example, from the truck, you want to unload a truck in warehouse. So for example, you have a big huge amount of warehouse. You have to remove cartons from the truck and arrange in a proper shelf. So it can be done easily by robots. There is no issue in that. This type of work are being affected by the AI. There are three types of AI: narrow AI, general AI, and strong AI. So narrow AI means it will do a specific type of task only, better than human. General AI means it performs any task requiring intellect as accurate as its human counterpart. Strong AI means it will be better than humans in all the tasks, which is not possible at least in present time. So this is the future of AI experts. If having experience of 2 to 4 years, the salary is 5 to 20 lakhs. Similarly, if experience to a person is more than 10 years, he will get more than 1 crore. This is the normal scenario. If you are very perfect, highly experienced, and in a good company, the package has no limit because in everywhere in the world, AI is converting, generating, and giving everything to the employer. So this is the model of deep learning. Deep learning is type of machine learning. We will talk in another video how this happens. So this is these are the inputs. This is input layer. These are hidden layers. This is output layer. So hidden layer analyzes various features in the images in terms of pixel. After doing lot many calculations, it will give the result. Okay, the output is K, something like that. We will talk in detail about this deep learning model in another video when you will go for unit 2. So why there is so much talk about AI? Earlier years ago, there was no parallel processing fast CPUs, but now because of company like Nvidia, there are huge upsurge in the use of AI because of parallel processing, high speed graphics processing unit, that is GPU. I have taken the picture from Nvidia image. It is Titan X. It is the hardware which is used in a computer when you have to analyze huge amount of data in faster manner, because AI means data only. So if you have huge data, very good, but if you don't have high speed machines, there is no use of data. So Nvidia is the worldwide leader for manufacturing patented technology in terms of hardware to make the work of AI engineer faster. So what AI does basically, what machine learning does basically, this picture I have taken a screenshot from a webinar which was given by Dr. Parthiban Srinivasan. I was watching this video and I just took this screenshot. I am thankful to this organizer of Drug Discovery Hackathon 2020 and the PPT of this doctor. I am thankful to him. So you have value of X and value of Y. X is independent variable, input is called X, Y is dependent variable, Y is the result, Y is the label, Y is the output. So the task of machine learning model is to map X and Y. What is the relationship? Y, if X is -1, then Y, and how Y is equal to -3. This is the relationship building, or to find some pattern in the input and output data. So here is the equation, y equal to 2x minus 1. So whenever you will keep value of x that is minus 1, you will get the value of y equal to minus 3. So this is the job of algorithm or machine learning model. Model is learned to find some pattern between these two. These two. This is the easiest example. But in case of, for example, drug discovery, or in case of driverless car, autonomous car, there are huge amount of inputs and different features are there. In that case, simple models are useless. We have to go for deep learning model with huge number of nodes or hidden layer. We will talk about this in subsequent videos. So if we have value of x minus 1, minus 2, 0, 1, 1, 4. If x is 2, y is 7. In this case, algorithm is different. This is different type of model. So the purpose of machine learning is to find some pattern, to find some mapping function through statistical treatment, how x is giving the value of y, or on what basis y is minus 3 if x is minus 1. So again, this is the example of deep learning. As I told you, this is the image I have taken from this website, IntelliPate. If you want to learn from scratch, I recommend you to watch various videos and information on this website. I am thankful to this website. The content I have taken for deep learning in fraud detection. So these are the data, input data, various layers are there. You will get the output. This is the deep learning model for identifying the fraud in the banking transaction. Different hidden layers are there, and the job of hidden layer is to extract all the features in a sequential manner and then to find some pattern in those data. This is how deep learning model work. So for example, you have an image of dog. So these are the inputs, features, type of dog, I mean eyes, number of nose, and number of ear, distance between those organs and everything. So these are the inputs, and each input is assigned randomly some weight. So input is multiplied by the weight, and then one bias is added. So this is the neuron which is calculating multiplication of input and weights plus bias. Then this will give you z value. Then this z will be some activation function will be applied on the z, and the z value will give the output. This is called function of neural network. Now what machine learning can do? Machine learning can classify the data. Machine learning can cluster the data. So you might be seeing all the animals, for example cow and buffalo, they have been kept in one category. It is called classification. In case of clustering, all the animals with some similar features have been kept in one cluster. So member or animal in one cluster should be different from the other member in the other cluster. So there should be maximum difference between the cluster, that is intercluster differences should be more, and intra-cluster differences should be minimum. So this task can be done easily by classification. So we are students of pharmacy. In terms of pharmacy, suppose you are giving the structures of various small drug molecule belonging to category of anti-cancer and anti-hypertension. So based on your machine learning pattern, it can classify into categories if you are training the model. If you are not training the model, that is, if you are going for unsupervised machine learning, then two categories can be identified based on some features, but the machine learning will not label them. This is so and so, it is so. No, you have to label it separately. Clustering. So machine learning is also doing the job of clustering. Just we have seen, you give your data to the machine learning algorithm and it will give you different type of data. So what it is doing here, it is separating all yellow discs differently, all red one different and blue one alag. Different blue one. It will not tell you what is the meaning. It will just separate you three type of data based on some common features. It is called unsupervised machine learning, because you are just giving machine the data. You are not telling machine, okay, this is yellow disk, okay, this is orange disk, You have just submitted data. So what is being done by machine learning? In unsupervised machine learning, data is being clustered or made into various groups based on some common feature. Another example is K nearest neighbor. It is also example of unsupervised machine learning. Data segregation based on some common feature between available data points. Same example, you have three clusters. One cluster for this type of color, one for this color, one for this color. So you have this new data point. So machine learning will classify this data point for this category. For example, these all are drug molecule for treatment of diabetes. These are for cancer. These are for example, hepatitis. So now you have got a new data point. This one, it is a new data structure. It is new drug molecule, and you don't know which category it belongs to. Simply submit to machine learning model, and this will find the similar molecule. So based on the distance, it is saying that these three balls are more close to this new ball, this new drug molecule. So automatically machine learning will label this drug molecule as for cancer treatment. This is the example of K nearest neighbor type of algorithm. Same example, same example. Now this is reinforcement learning. You are teaching the, suppose you have shown the image of dog, it is telling Kate, then you will penalize, you will give punishment to the machine learning model. You will tell no, it is not Kate, it will tell dog, okay, it is dog. So this is the reinforcement learning type of machine learning. We will discuss in detail in our unit 2. Another example for same, that is, it is input, it is response is called, machine is called, it is mango. You will tell no, wrong, it is an apple. It is a feedback given by humans. It will learn, machine will learn, okay, noted. Then next time you will show apple, it will tell okay, it is an apple. It is called reinforced learning. Same is true for if you talk about drug molecules. Again same, this is as I told you, when you search something for diabetes treatment on the online pharmacy, it will suggest you example from similar category based on the feedbacks of other people. So for example, you are purchasing Dizene and Eno from a online website, then it will suggest you Pudinhara. There are 3-4 logics, because earlier patients have also purchased all these three things together. Earlier customer, I mean, if you are purchasing milk and bread, immediately the system will suggest you, do you want Bonita also? Because based on these similar categories or similar use, or based on earlier billing of earlier consumers. This is called association rule learning type of algorithm. Same for Amazon. It is another, this is the example of the how CNN, that is convolutional neural network work. CNN, we will talk in detail. This is SVM, this is image. For example, this is image of 7. So this image is entirely converted to pixel. Same for image of dog, cat, or any image. Machine only sees the numbers. These are the pixel values. So this have to be done before training the machine learning model. Another example of RNN, that is reinforced, that is recurrent neural network. So whatever data you have, you may try to develop a machine learning deep learning model. Data must be there, then for any type of problem you can use machine learning. Condition is you must have some experts of AI, you must have some genuine and huge amount of data. So with this we finish the glimpses what we will discuss in this course. I have taken few slides from each of my earlier videos to teach you what is the purpose of AI. So you can see what is calling this cartoon. We are taking him out of school because Siri is a better teacher. Siri is a device Alexa by Apple. The next speaker is from Facebook. He will teach us all about addiction. See the intelligence in this cartoon. We are thankful to Times of India, the website, and its original people, I mean intelligent creature, Sunil Agrawal and Ajit Ninan. With this I finish the glimpses of entire course. Few more videos will be there to let you know what is the glimpses, what will be read in this course. Thank you very much.